What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage. And Stellantis' CEO, Carlos Tavares, says he's going to adapt under the new President Trump's U.S. market. What do you think that means? Oh, we both know what it means. That is right, guys. Welcome on back to TK's Garage. This is breaking news. This just dropped at 10:37 a.m. Pacific time by Reuters. As Stellantis is, it would be late afternoon, early evening for them over there. And Stellantis' CEO says he will adapt to the U.S. market under the Trump administration. This was in France. Stellantis, and I'm going to put it up here on the screen for you. Stellantis will adapt to changes in the U.S. car market expected under a Trump government, CEO Carlos Tavares said on Monday, with a platform that can offer electric, hybrid, and gasoline versions of its models. President-elect Donald Trump's transition team is planning, and we talked about this earlier today, to kill the $7,500 consumer tax credit for electric vehicle purchases as part of broader tax reform legislation. Two sources with direct knowledge of the matter told Reuters last week. Ending the tax credit could have grave implications for an already stalling U.S. EV transition. Speaking during a visit to a plant in western France, Tavares said Stellantis, one of the top three car makers in the United States, needed to see what decisions Trump would take, but it could adapt to different conditions in different regions. Remember, let me pause for a minute. Remember when I said that Stellantis was considering, depending on what the Trump administration did, on splitting Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram off from Stellantis? Like, still be a Stellantis company or still have the same ownership, but not be under the umbrella of the 14 brands, which would allow Stellantis to not have to deal with the crap in the EU with their emissions disaster. Remember I said that. The company will present its multi-energy. Remember it was, we're going EV first, all EV. Now, it sounds like Stellantis is deriding, I should put an eggplant emoji up here, deriding on Ford. Because, Ford's had these ads recently that talk about whatever you want to power your vehicle, we have it. You know what I'm saying? Which is actually a pretty smart strategy, but I digress. The company will present its multi-energy base platform for pickup trucks in the U.S. market this week, added Tavares. I wonder if that includes a 5.7 liter V8 Hemi, like we talked about. Remember, V8s are dead. They're never coming back. Wrong. Anyways, our mission, and this is the other funny part, our mission is simple: to provide clean, safe, and affordable mobility, and we will do so in a way that meets the expectations of the communities and countries in which we operate. So, what does that mean? This is very simple. Stellantis has to either compete with what GM and Ford are about to do or die. Be gone. Disappear from the automotive market in the United States. Do they want to do that? Being that even though Jeeps and Rams aren't selling, it is their number one profit center right now. So we either destroy our number one profit center or we adapt. What I think that means is, just like the leaks, just like the information I've been getting out of the executive team for the last 8 days about, they were in panic mode, literal panic mode at Stellantis. Do we go get a V8? Because I don't know if you know this or not. A lot of people don't have a clue unless you're an automotive nut like me. But if you look at the board of directors at Ferrari and then look at the board of directors at Stellantis, you're like, that's the same people. It's the same owners. It's the same investors. Duh. They could do the same thing. You could see Elkin and some of the super investors decide we're going to create a new Chrysler. Notice it's been very quiet. I'm not saying that I know that this is what's going to happen. I'm using educated guesses here. This isn't like, hey, an executive told me this. This is an educated guess. Have you heard anything from Frank B. Rhodes lately? Nothing. Nothing since the new president was elected. So what does that mean? Unusually quiet, if you ask me. I think they could try to bring Frank B. Rhodes into the fold. They could create, like put him on the board of whatever this new Chrysler LLC company would be. They split Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram off. They still own it. It just allows them to evade the emissions BS in Europe. And guess what happens here? We go back to having cars that we actually want. We took a 2-year break of having some BS and crap that nobody wanted. And now we can get back to making things and buying things and seeing products that people want. But it's not even just building V8s. They also have to improve the quality. And that means you're going to have to get rid of these Mickey Mouse cheap-ass part suppliers that are causing these vehicles that you are trying to charge $100,000 for in some cases, like trucks, to fall apart. That it's not. Everybody says like, oh, if they bring the V8, everything's fine. Yes, it will make a remarkable difference. It will definitely help the stock price. It will go up. But does that mean they have to fix the quality issue? That comes down to part suppliers and cost cutting that Tavares did. That's why Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, if they split it off, it has to become autonomous. It has to. Stellantis still owns it, but they have to be able to do their own thing, just like Ferrari does. But I digress. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. What do you think about Carlos Tavares saying he will adapt to the U.S. market? Is what I've been saying about the V8s coming to fruition? Do we see brand new Ram trucks coming back with a 5.7 Hemi, or maybe it's just a 6.4 in the 1500? I think so. But I'd love to know what you guys think. Give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And as always, stay petty, my friends.